Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody.
Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud.
Has a shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it.
And a chance! It's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score. Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy. And Messi!
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, good-looking ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Back into the middle. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Aimed beyond the defence. Beckham. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Beckham. Fired deep towards the back. Messi! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Pumas go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Messi. And here's Neto. Here's a sharp little ball here. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ibrahimovic receives it in a wide position. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now, can they get him away? And it's Messi. Beckham gets into some space. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Beckham. Beckham has been caught there, it's a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Burnley are down to 10 men. Now who's going to be first to this? Plays in a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Rijkaard. Pumas finding their passes. Great vision. Pedro Neto. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Delivered across. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Beckham. It's a good... Oh, smashing header! Goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping it.
Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this is Hullet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Rijkaard. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team. That is ended up in no man's land.
At a time.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. And the ball's gone astray. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Delivers the ball, and that has been cleared. Maicon could try cutting inside here. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Pumas head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again then. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Ferdinand. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Beckham, 2 assists to his credit already. And he is going into that little black book. Always going over the top.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Now then, the ball's come loose. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Roberto Carlos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's a loose ball. Now it's Pedro Neto. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That is good alertness. Burnley are looking to break at pace. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Now this could be a chance. Burnley needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. Decent chance! They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And it's Hullet. And this is Luis Suarez. Well read, and the danger is averted. Tries to pass it through. And this is Beckham. He is through here. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shifted upfield. Can he get onto this? Vieira. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Vieira did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, they can break here. Looking for the run. Oh, delightful ball. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Maicon. And it's Vieira. Maicon. Rijkaard, the man that is tenacity. And Messi! Hullet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that Pedro Neto! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and Lahm with the foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Messi. Pedro Neto. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to.
Substitution on the field, number 20, Suarez.
Lahm has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
Beckham! David Beckham! Another picture postcard goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So now the difference is 3.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vieira. The less said about that pass, the better. Vieira. Rijkaard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He can run onto that. He's got away. A lot of space ahead of him. And he shoots! Vieira. And that interception was most necessary. He's having a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Relentless! Just relentless! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. And he's only two. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
He's a sharp little ball here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Beckham. Nedved. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Seedorf. Good. And Seedorf! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Burnley are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Vieira.
Pumas Unam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Great defending, strong and determined. Maicon plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Messi. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Maicon tries making a foray down the right.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pedro Neto tries to cut back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedro Neto. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And it's Sergi. Quick look, then plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Nesta cuts out the pass. Pumas finding their passes. The pass has gone astray. Ibrahimovic. And he's chosen to go back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maicon just loves to go forward whenever he can. Seedorf, played in. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Maicon has it in a wide position. Here comes another cross. Thuram gets it away. Seedorf looking to add to his goal. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Pumas Unam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Pedro Neto. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ferdinand defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Pumas Unam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Seedorf. Ibrahimovic. Takes a shot! Thuram clears it away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's on it, can he get away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nedved. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Sergi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it into space. Ibrahimovic! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Luis Suarez. Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pumas still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And it's Maicon. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And here's the chance to counter. Seedorf. Searching pass he's played there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckham. He came in hard, very hard. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So, time for changes
Platini.
on both sides, actually.
Number 20, Suarez. Number 9, Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field, number 10, Pele. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's a pretty
Number
loose pass.
11, Bale. Substitutions taking place.
Pumas perhaps contemplating their next change here. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Turns back here, probably the best option. Burnley look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That has ended up in no man's land. There's the delivery.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Sergi makes the interception. Pull it. Beckham gets into some space. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Beckham. Lahm pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And it's Seedorf. Beckham. Vieira tries to clear. Pumas are in dire need of a breakthrough. Bullet! Against the crossbar. Seedorf cuts it out. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
We have got changes here
Nedved.
from both sides, in fact.
Number 21, Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 22, Bellingham.
Now it's Cristiano
Number 13,
Ronaldo.
Zanetti.
Great ball if he can
Substitution.
get there. Pele is on his own. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Pumas may have thrown this away at the death. Schmeichel, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Burnley could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Sergi picks it up out wide.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There will be 3 minutes out of
And the
time.
Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Lahm. Beckham. There's the crossfield ball. Lofted in, punched away. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Vieira. Ferdinand. Vieira. Maicon. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Sergi. Seedorf demonstrating his defensive quality there. Quarter of an hour played. Great vision.
There they go, hunting again.
And here's Messi.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Delivered across. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rijkaard. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Sergi. Nesta. For Pedro Neto. Looking for a runner. Nice interception, well timed. Cleared without complication. Burnley trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Beckham, can he finish? Threads one in. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he... And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And it's Beckham. Vieira. Pedro Neto. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Climbs up big! And one more try! That's a decent clearance. Burnley have the chance to go the other way. Tries to pass it through. And this is Beckham. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Probing pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Vieira. Messi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Vieira. Short changes him with that pass. Burnley do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Platini. Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to play it through. Rummenigge is wide and looking to get onto this. Well read, nice interception. Ronaldo might just make this. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal. That extra clinical edge.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Pumas Unam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Vieira did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Seedorf. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Saliba. Now, can they get him away? Platini is in a really good position out wide. And this is Pele. Platini. That's an excellent interception. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Burnley can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nesta. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Maicon. Ferdinand. Maicon. Pumas looking to pass their way through. It's Sergi. Rijkaard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, important interception. Pele. And it's Seedorf. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rijkaard. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Platini. Looking to play him in. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Maicon. He's picked his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi. Now Sergi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got tall. Beckham. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's a... And a collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rijkaard. That's good vision. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's very neat. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Substitution on the field.
Well, this may not be the
23,
kindest angle for a direct hit. They're taking a moment to consider their options.
Ibrahimovic. Number 10, Pele. Number 17, Platini. Number 21, Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 20, Suarez.
And he lines up a cross.
Bale.
He'll try to keep this alive.
Number 8, Nedved. Gullit. Substitutions taking place.
Maicon calmly anticipates. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he cuts out the supply.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Gullit. And that will be the final act. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Here's a chance! And it's Messi. Opts for safety.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And across it goes. Rijkaard. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's Vieira. Maicon. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos. Burnley are looking to break at pace. He can run onto that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pumas are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's got away. Tries a shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Burnley are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Beckham. Vieira. Pumas are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Beckham. Crosses it in. Big chance, corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the keeper beats it away. What a throw in. Approaching the half-hour mark.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Rijkaard. Quality ball.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Suarez. Vieira. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lam. Cross goes in there. Climbs up big! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Seedorf. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Now it's Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, he's not getting his way this time. That is good alertness. He's had it taken off him. Sergi. That's a sharp pass. And he can clear it away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Maicon is one whose deliveries we all know about. Beckham has it in a wide position. Beckham with the cross. He gets big! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Pumas are still behind then, despite looking for all the world like they've pulled level.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
Pumas Unam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's in on goal. It's Luis Suarez! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Burnley are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Tries to cross. Terrific header! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Takes aim and crosses. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Michael, he is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Thuram getting this one clear. That's an imaginative pass. Brilliantly cut out. And the counter is on. Vieira, who's set up one goal so far. It's played through for him. Suarez picks it up out wide. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. The message is clear, none shall pass. Not yet. Oh, it's Seedorf. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Messi. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, that is one way to stop him. Beckham. He's found a way through. Lofted in. And that has been cleared. Maicon's cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Seedorf.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! That is ended up in no man's land.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely weighted ball. He's in a great position here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. Maicon. And it's Maicon. Not the most accurate pass. Luis Suarez. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Searching pass he's played there. Just the goalkeeper to beat. No foul, says the referee. That's going to go a long way. Ferdinand. Nesta. Seedorf puts his foot on the gas. And the flag has stayed down. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
OK, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
And it's Beckham. Now it's Messi. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely aimed pass. And they're on him in a flash.
Bumazunam are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rijkaard.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Vieira. Lam. Oh, what has happened here? And that's aimed into the middle. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and
all the
welcome to
ingredients for a
today's match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do all... Can he finish? Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Luis Suarez, the man who spearheaded that famous front three, a striker whose achievements were simply glorious.
Just a machine, Peter. Energetic, tireless, constantly pinning defenders. Those qualities pushed the Catalan dominance to another level entirely. I remember one game in the January of the season when he joined, he was unplayable, and the other two up front acted similarly.
Yeah, and all of that, of course, against a team they hadn't beaten in the previous 6. So, I guess 7th time lucky that night.
And the one Suarez scored was probably the pick of them all.
Ibrahimovic. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, well measured. And he's in on goal. That's an excellent interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of...
It's a mighty effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for a runner. Oh, he's found support out wide. The ball has bounced loose now. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Olise. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Cross. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There's the header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pumas, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Olise. Nesta cuts it out. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pele wins the duel this time. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Nedved.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Vieira. Tries to play it through. And he's managed to get free. Luis Suarez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Sergi. Olise is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Seedorf. Might be danger here. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's really well manoeuvred. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Pass somewhat off target. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's... And the finish! In for the pieces! There it is!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Big header! Oh, he's hit the bar! Just off target.
Ibrahimovic must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
There's the start of the second half.
Substitution in progress.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well read, nice interception. Sergi. Pumas, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Up he goes! Played out to the right. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Vieira gets a foot in here. It's a good run down the right. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Michael. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Seedorf. Burnley do have a chance to counter here.
That's going in strongly.
Pumas needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Hullet, gives it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Pumas perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now Seedorf. Pumas finding their passes. Vieira. Played out wide. Now it's Olise. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Ibrahimovic. Number 8, Nedved. Number 10.
Well, here's a man adored by many,
Number
even
20,
deified by some.
Suarez.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has found the way through. He decides to cross. Chance! They want to be quick to it. Has another goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Pullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Yamal chooses to go crossfield. Great vision. And he's cut it out. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Out towards the flank. And here's Hullet. Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Carlos. And it's Seedorf. Pumas are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Pumas Unam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham gets flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Made into space. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Vieira. And it's Lam. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Well, I'll add the word razor sharp to that, Peter.
And of course, when he moved to the Catalan capital in 2014, he became the last piece in one of the most feared attacking front threes of all time.
Absolutely, he made his debut a few months into the season, but didn't really get going until around the turn of the year. I remember their first home game of the new year in particular.
Oh yeah, when he scored the second goal that day, didn't he? Against opponents he would go on to join, and of course with whom he would become a champion.
Tremendous.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Seedorf going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Pedro Neto. Spread neatly. Van der Sar claims it without any fuss. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes steaming forward. And it's Michel Platini. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great ball if he can get there. Messi is on his own. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Beckham! David Beckham! Another picture postcard goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! There is the breakthrough! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Sergi is one whose deliveries we all know about. Seedorf Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. The referee has given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Leicester gets rid without sophistication. Played with finesse. That's the keeper's ball. Michael. Looking for the run. Oh, it's Beckham. Michael can see things others simply cannot. Michael. Vieira. Seedorf. Out towards the flank. And it's Vieira. Oh, super ball. And he shoots! And here's Neto. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Beckham, and it's Maicon. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Just couldn't stay down for him.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
That's an imaginative pass. Big chance! What a shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Pete.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, what a mistake! Vieira. It's a searching pass. Ferdinand. And Maicon. Sergi. Seedorf. Vieira. Pedro Neto. Seedorf. And it's Vieira. Now Platini. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And that could set him on his way. Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's going for goal! Platini! Oh, sweet feet. Cross to the back post. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Minutes has been indicated.
Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. This possibly the last play of the half. Pretty loose pass, knocks it out wide. Lahm plays it in. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And he's in on goal. It's a good-looking delivery. And he's there to clear it.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Beckham. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now that looks a decent ball. Great vision. And this is Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Seedorf. Beckham. Vieira. Vieira touches it back. And it's Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Beckham. Seedorf. Oh, they could break here. Now Platini. And here's Suarez. Oh, good take in a good area. And it's made its way to him. Big header! They've got to be quick to recover this. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nice sequence of passes, this. A probing pass. Vieira. Beckham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He won't be happy with that one. Played out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Substitution on the field, number 17, Platini.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options.
20, Suarez. Number 9, Ibrahimovic.
And it's
Coming on
Lam.
the field.
There's the delivery. He gets big! And it's in! And they're back in front! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Pumas go into the lead. Pumas perhaps contemplating their next change here. Seedorf. Sergi. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. Pull it. Beckham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pumas finding their passes. Olise looking to get on the end of this. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Pele. Now, can they get him away? That is good alertness.
Pumas Unam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Seedorf. Vieira. Pele in the hunt and looking threatening. He's picked his way through. And the shot! He has done it! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Can he get on the end of this? Hullet stood up well to him there. Vieira is there to clear.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Now it's Olise. Sergi knocks it into space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Leicester wins the duel this time.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Hullet. Searching pass he's played there. Beckham. Delivers the ball. And he can clear it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Pumas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short, and this is Sergi. Up he goes! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Hullet. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he plays one through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's there to retrieve it. Luis Suarez, the man who spearheaded that famous front three, a striker whose achievements were simply glorious.
Just a machine, Peter. Energetic, tireless, constantly pinning defenders. Those qualities pushed the Catalan dominance to another level entirely. I remember one game in the January of the season when he joined, he was unplayable, and the other two up front acted similarly.
Yeah, and all of that, of course, against a team they hadn't beaten in the previous six. So, I guess seventh time lucky that night.
And the one Suarez scored was probably the pick of them all.
Pedro Neto is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Pedro Neto, big chance! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Pumas Unam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Knocks it into space. Now there's... shooting chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Maicon spots it and intercepts. He's had a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them...
Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pumas are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Tries to play it through. Real chance! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Burnley grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly...
Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Platini. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Seedorf. And a chance! Goal! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Burnley go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Tries to cross.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Vieira. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, there's a probing ball. So, what can they make of this?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Seedorf. Can he get on the end of this? Platini has it in a wide position. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Platini. And it's half-time here. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
And the action is back on the way.
Pumas Unam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Michael. Pumas finding their passes. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Opts for safety. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. And it's Messi. Ambitious ball here. Beckham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's cut it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there. Platini! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Platini clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Burnley have their second corner now. He rises! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Ah, he's given it away. Cross needs terrific header. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Burnley grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. Good play on the left-hand side here. That's a shade optimistic. Vieira. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Messi looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Beckham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Seedorf. And this is Hullet. And here's Seedorf. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Seedorf aims beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. Pedro Neto with a mighty effort. He's kept it out just.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, well played. And he's there to clear it. That's a decent clearance. Strokes it back.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, he was clear. Oh, what a mistake! And Hullet! Oh, brilliant save.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Burnley have their third corner. Pumas are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf, a probing pass. He'd have done well to reach that. Vieira. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Beckham. Icon. Great vision. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And that is a routine catch.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Can he get it through? Caught offside that time. It's just beyond his reach. It's a really well-measured ball. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity.